this is Kenny the Messy Soaper coming today with another soap, and this soap is my free soap. Not that it's free, but that's the name of it, free. As I told you guys in my last video, I was going to make two soaps, Pure Passion and Free, so this is my free. This is going to be scented in Rustic Essentials Apricot and Honey, and it does smell really delicious. I mean, that's just a very good blend. Let's see. It's kind of, it has like a perfumey note to it, but it's very sweet. So for those of you who like the sweeter fragrances, that's most definitely it. But it's not like this sickly sweet. It's just a very nice subtle sweetness to it. The colors today I am using are Orange Mica Burst and Caribbean Kiss Mica, which I have gotten this all grody. But I'm going to try to do a gradient. So here is my orange, and here is my Caribbean Kiss, and let's see how this goes. Like I said before, I watched Emily from Shea Studios, or Shea Design Studios. I hope I'm saying the name of her company correctly. But I'm going to try her method of doing this and see how it turns out. I've already mixed my lye and everything in here. That way, just so this video is not like uber duper long. But I guess that's it. So I'm going to get started as soon as I turn down this music. Alright. So, yeah. I am on vacation for 2 weeks, which I don't have 2 weeks left now, but I did say I'm going to try to really make a lot of soaps, you know, with everything else I have to do. I still got a lot of stuff to do, but I'm going to try to make at least 6 or 7 soaps while I'm off. So I'm like really excited about that. And one of you in my Pure Passion video suggest that I make a soap, because I did say, you know, nothing but love in one of my statements as I was talking, and one of you suggested I make a soap called Nothing But Love. So guess what? I'm going to do that. Because I think that's really cool, and this will be part of my I don't want to call it a series, but I guess if you want to say turning negatives into positives, I'll find a word or some type of series for these 3 soaps. I know I'm not going to do any more after that, but I would like to keep these in a series just for, we're just going to dedicate these soaps to the haters out there. Not just my haters, but all haters in general. You know, if you're doing something positive and great and somebody hates on you or has something negative to say, then you know what? That's what these soaps are for, I think. So, I'm going to go ahead and pour these off. And, I just have to remember how to do it. I'm like terrible at washing these containers. I thought that was clean, but I got like some old dried up soap on here. Alright, let's see. I think, I know I need even amounts, but I'm just going to pour half here now and then do another half and then go from there, because I don't know exactly what the hell I'm doing. Alright, so I think that is the way I'm supposed to do it. I do believe that is the way I'm supposed to do it. And then, what's my color inspiration? A sweater. A gradient sweater that I saw online. As a matter of fact, let me pull this sweater up so I can take a gander and make sure that I'm doing this in the right color order. Okay, yeah, so yes, it's a sweater. And I thought, because I had these colors in mind anyway, so I did type in teal and peach gradient, and it was like fingernails and things like that that came up, and then a sweater. So I'm just like, that's exactly what I was looking for, so perfect. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead, and I was going to do it on camera, but oh well, you guys seen all that already. Am I? Yeah, I'm going to start with pouring my fragrance in here just to see how it, you know, behaves. Because as you all know, and for those of you who do not know, I am a tester for Rustic Essentials. And if you guys have not checked them out, you really need to run over there, because they have amazing, absolutely amazing products. Yeah, you know what, I'm going to stick around. Because I was going to, you know, just do this off camera, but I'm going to stick around because I want to show you guys the color into dry form. Ooh, I almost knocked that over. The dry form and the wet form. So here you go. It's like, I'm trying to see So yeah, same color. So I do this for those of you who don't know why I do this. I do this to show you that, like, a lot of times you will have micas that they're like beautiful and bold, and once you mix it with your soap batter, your soap oils, some oils are, you know, more on the yellow side like mine, and they morph into a totally different color. So I just want to show you that these most certainly stay true to the colors that you wanted. So, and then here is my orange burst mica. And I think, do I want to darken that? Nope, I don't, because if I do, it'll mess up the look I'm going for. So, now I'm going to add my fragrance. I really like this. Did I tell you guys the name of this? I did show it to you. If I didn't, okay, again. That's apricot and honey. I don't know, I'm like having a brain fart. So, I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to put some in the uncolored portion too. Yeah, and I do want to show you guys on camera the way this fragrance oil behaves. You know, that's the whole purpose of me doing testing for this company, I do believe. All right. Okay, whatever. I'm trying to save spatulas, but whatever. This smells really good. I don't know. I think I smell more apricot in this one. Yeah, I'm getting more apricot than honey, but it is a very delightful smell. All right, I know, like, my last two that I did actually slowed down trace, and this one didn't exactly make it looser, but it's just kind of staying the same. So kudos, no problems, no seizing, no racing, none of that gnarly stuff that we don't want in our soaps. So I will spare you with the stick blending portion, so I'm going to go ahead and stick blend this fragrance oil in, and then I will be back, darling. Okay, my peeps, I'm back. Everything is still behaving nice and fluid. Let me see. Yeah, I'm still, I don't know, it's like this fragrance kind of changes. It'll go from being like a fruity to a perfumey to I don't know, it's just, it's kind of one of those that you just keep picking up different notes. But I'm really excited to see what it's going to smell like once it settles. But right now, I mean, it smells great. It really, really does smell great. I think that I am not doing this right. No, I'm not. Because I'm thinking if I was to pour this in here, I'm supposed to pour half. Then I'm not going to have much left. Or am I doing this right? Oh, I don't remember. Because, yeah, if I pour half, I'm not going to have a whole lot on the bottom. So, forgive me, guys. I'm going to have to pause again and come back. Be right back. Okay, I'm back again, and I think I have it right this time. And actually, by me pouring more of the base color in here, it lightened it to more of the color that I really need it to be. So, perfect. Alright, so I'm going to pour that there. And then check and see how much I got left. 3.5. Yeah, I think that's about what I need. Yes, yes it is. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a tap down. Okay. And then, I can't do anything with orange just yet. So I'm going to, part of me wants to add a little bit more. Should I? Okay, guys, just bear with me. This is new, very new to me, so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, I'm going to pour just a wee bit more in here. Yeah, I think that doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it just really satisfied me. So, so I'm going to give that another tap down. And, oh, I just popped like a huge air bubble and just put something in my soap. I hope, I know by the time this video is posted, that sale will be gone. But Essential Depot I hope that, you know, I'm sending out vibes for you all to have gone out there and gotten your molds, because they have these liners, well, the actual silicone molds, on sale for $12.50. And you know I was all over that bad boy. I ordered 3, so they should be here in a couple of days. And I'm going to go back and order some more. And the baskets are on sale too. But the last time they had, I think the baskets were like $9. I think I bought 5 and I already had 2. So I'm good on baskets. But I do want more of these. And I mean, when you have a sale like that, you really can't pass it up, because I love these silicone molds. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So I hope that you all that make soap were able to go and get yours, because they're fantabulous. Yes, they are. They unmold so darn well. All right. This is not as light as I wanted it to be, so maybe I'm gonna have to add some white to it. Yeah, no, that's not light at all, so I am gonna have to add a little bit of white. I actually turned it like a light green, and that ain't the look I'm going for. I just hope, like this portion here that I just poured the white in, because I'm using water soluble titanium dioxide, that it doesn't give me like the shrunken head, which I don't like. But we'll find out. Yes, perfect. This is the color I was going for. You see that? Can you guys see that? Because I can't see anything. Yeah, so that's like a light minty color I wanted. So sorry guys, most of this video is going to be me stirring. If you want to go ahead and fast forward, be my guest, because I am just figuring out what the heck I'm doing here. And I don't want to, oops. Well, oh well. I just washed this, but not that it makes a huge difference. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing here. And I think I'm on the right path. I think. But now my concern is I did this a wee bit backwards. Yeah, I did. Okay. Just bear with me, guys. Just bear with me. Because my darker orange is actually supposed to be on the top, where the 2 lighter colors in this gradient are going to meet. They're supposed to meet from the turquoise to the light turquoise to the light peach to the darker peach. So yeah, I did do this backwards, but oh well, I'll figure it out. And I'm not expecting to get like any straight lines here. Nope, no, I'm not at all. And actually, I think I'm just gonna tap this, try to pop some of these air bubbles that I see. I think like the what am I trying to say, guys? I don't know. Hell, what am I saying? What am I saying? I just like totally had a brain fart. Oh well. But yeah. Oh, I was saying like the uneven lines in a gradient. I think it's kind of, it gives a character. And Corey, I read your email, and I'm sure by the time that this video is posted, I will have responded. But she said too that she thinks that like the uneven lines and gradients and ombres kind of give it a little bit of character. And she's right. She is right. So I wasn't going to save any for the top, but I think I want to. And I mean just a very little, just for a little contrast, I think. Like that much. That ain't, I like the word ain't. I know it's not proper, but I like it and I'm rolling with it. But that ain't a lot, but I just feel like I should go with it. So I'm going to go with it. All right, so I'm going to give this a little tap down, and I'll be back again. Which, of course, I'm not actually going anywhere. You guys can still hear me. Alright. But I do want to clean like the little drips I have on the side off. Just because it's a different color and I really don't want those two combining. Ow! Farfig Nugan. Which that has no meaning to what I'm doing right now. But again, that's another word that I like saying. And I just put some dried old soap in my new soap. So, oh, here's a popsicle stick, a clean one. You can get that out of there with. All right. And I placed the order for some lye from the lye guy. And I spoke to him. He's an awesome guy. His name is Jim. And if you guys are looking for a place to get lye, for those of you who haven't already, most definitely go and give him some support. I told him I would give him a shout out, and he said, oh, no need, but I'm doing it anyway because I got a head like a rock. But his customer service is great. Absolutely great. So yeah, if you guys are, sorry for all the noise, if you're looking for a place to buy lye, most definitely, because he has great prices and he has great deals, and his customer service is awesome sauce. So most definitely go and give him some support. And shipping was very, very fast, and I'm very pleased. And he had, I think it was buy 5 get this, the last one free. So I mean, free, you heard me, free. When stuff is free, all over it. Okay. So all right, so now what I'm going to do is go ahead and pour this in here, because like I said, I did this backwards. And yeah, this is okay. It was getting a little stiff, I see, just from sitting there, but actually now that I've stirred it, it stirred out just fine. Okay, so I'm going to pour half of that in there. I think that's good. And I really wanted it like peach, like, well, lighter peach. So I might have to lighten this, even though I'm putting this, I might have to lighten this even still. So we'll just see what's going on here. Because I know what I had in my mind's eye. And I see what I got here, and this is not it. Not these colors. Yeah, nope, that ain't the color I'm going for at all. So I'm going to go ahead and add some TD. I know I'm not very talkative in this video, and trust, it has nothing to do with that comment. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing here so I don't make a mess of this, so that's all. Yeah, this is still not the color I wanted. I told you guys I'm like terrible with making colors that I don't have. And maybe, let me hold up to light. Maybe it is. Yeah, because the pink bowl and holding it down was just not giving me the color I was looking for. It's still a bit off, but you know what? It's going to work because I said it's going to. So, keep stirring that. Make sure all of that white titanium dioxide is mixed in. What in the world is that noise? No clue. Something's outside flapping around. Alright. Do I want that? I think I want that just a wee bit lighter still. So, I'm not going to bore you guys to death. I'll be back. Okay, dolls, I'm back. I think I got the colors that I wanted. That's a really pretty peach. And that's the color. That's the exact color that I wanted. So, perfect. And I think that this has set up, you know, nicely. That way I don't have to be so careful. I'm still going to do like my spatula. Yeah, I'm making a total mess here. Big time. Oh well, what's new? But yeah, it is able to support its weight, which makes me happy. Okay, I'm going to, yeah, I'm still gonna try to peek through this side of the mold and see how much do I have. Because now that I'm looking, I think I want to add the lighter to this other peach. I think. No, I don't. No, I'm just going to use it all. Well, except for the little... No. Guys, don't pay me any mind, okay? Just don't. Like I said, this is brand new to me, so I am figuring it out as I go. Yeah. I was thinking to do a white top, but as you guys can see, that's not going to happen now. Oh. That I did not mean to do that either. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that to the side because I think I want to use some of that and clean up this mess that I just made. And give that a little smack down and clean up this table a little bit when I come back, and then we'll go from there. I think these color combinations are really going to be pretty. Yeah, I really think that these two are going to be nice. And that, I don't know, this, even before I did Pure Passion video, this idea, you know, for the whole gradient thing had been on my mind to do. And, well, these colors, yeah, this whole gradient thing. But I think it was not so much of a teal, it was a blue and peach. But I'm really glad that I decided to use these colors instead. And I was going to clean the sides, but I think by me not doing that, it just might give it a little bit of character, so I'm not going to. Okay, where'd that piece of lint come from? Get out of my soap. Okay, let me hold that up to the light and see how much of a difference that is. This smells really delicious. I'm trying to peek and make sure I'm recording. Okay, so yes I am. Trying to stir out any little air bubbles, because when you smack it too much, that's what created to get those wonky lines, which, like I said, in this case I don't mind, but I don't want it to be too wonky, you know what I mean, guys? All right. And for those of you who are just joining my channel now, welcome to Oreo Appleberry channel. I am Kenny the Messy Soaper, as I said in the beginning, and I'm sure you already saw why I call myself the Messy Soaper with the soap I just threw around. If you like if you like what you've seen so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up, please and thank you. And for my regular subscribers, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up as well. It is greatly appreciated. Although what you've been seeing in this video is lots of stirring, which wasn't my intentions, but you know, sometimes you just have to figure things out as you go. But I am so glad to have you all here with me on this fine day. It is always so great to be able to talk to you all and make videos and just share and be amongst my stinking awesome crew, because you guys know I love you so much. I really do. So glad you're here. Yeah, I decided to pour that. Yeah, I'm like, okay, the more I do this, I'm getting excited. Because at first I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm really starting to like the look of this. Yes, I am. And I think I didn't really have a fragrance, even though I had these colors in my head. I didn't have a fragrance for it. And I think the apricot honey is just perfect for it, because does this not look like the color of an apricot? So perfect. And even though I did use a sweater, the sweater was just kind of a guidance. Well, like I said, the blue, it was supposed to be blue and peach originally, and then the sweater I saw the teal and peach. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. And it just kind of gave me guidance on how to do the the gradient. So thank you to whoever posted that fabulous sweater. Although the sweater is actually not that fabulous, but the gradient on the sweater is. So thank you still, because I would never wear a sweater that looked like that. But thanks anyway. Okay, so just trying to get all of this out. You guys know how I am with scraping my cups. I can just clean it off with my finger, I think. And I do plan, well, I have to take my mom to her doctor's appointment today. And if I am not too worn out, because my mom, she lives quite a distance from me, but you know, that's my mother, so if that's what she needs me to do, I will do it. But I'm hoping, you know, when I get back, I'm not too tired, and I will be making another soap, because I'm just like in soap mode. Yes, I am. And it took me like 50 days. Not really, I'm just exaggerating here, but it took me a very long time to wash all of my soap dishes. Like I told you guys, I hate washing soap dishes. But now that I got that done, I'm ready to mess them all up again. Yes, because isn't that what we wash them for? Isn't it? Yes. Okay, so That was kind of backwards too. Today is just one of those days. So I'm going to bang this down and I'll be back and decide on what I'm going to do with the top. And I did pull out some glitters. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them, but I'm like feeling glittery today. Be back. Okay, like half of my darker peach just kind of like flopped over to the side and let the lighter peach out, which is strange. Whatever. Okay, so now I gotta figure out the top, because I don't know why my mind told me I had some white, and clearly I don't. But I think what I'm going to do for this wee bit right here, and even this wee bit right here, I may lighten them a little bit. Well, this one really doesn't need to be lightened. I think that's like the perfect color. I just don't want it to be like too super matchy. Or will it be? You guys think? Eh, whatever. I'm not gonna lighten it. I'm just gonna kind of plop it on and roll with it. Yeah. Ooh, my nose is itching. Ah. I'm only putting a little bit because I want to put my teal and then mostly peach on the top. That's the thought anyway, right now, at this moment. Okay, seriously, my nose is itching like crazy, and I really don't want to scratch because I have soap on my nose. Okay, I think I'm good now. I got soap on my nose. I got soap on my gloves. Jesus, no. I'm trying to avoid putting soap on my nose. Alright, guys, I seriously have like zero idea what I'm going to do with this top. I don't know. None whatsoever. I don't know. I'll figure it out because I always seem to. And I thought I wanted more peach on the top, but I don't. So I'm probably going to keep changing my mind during this process. I think I'm going to go ahead and use up this little bit of peach too. Just be done with. Which I should have been doing that in the beginning instead of making these little plops. You know what? It's just been on my mind. I normally write down who I give shout outs to. And in my mind, I keep saying that I gave this one YouTuber a shout out. But if I have, that's all the better for her. If I have not, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Prue of Suds and Satin. I believe that's her channel. And Prue, don't kill me. It just kind of popped in my head just like a second ago to do this. It might be Satin and Suds, but I do believe it's Sud and Satins. However, I will put all the information in the section below, just so you guys can go to her channel and check her out and give her support. She's such a sweetheart. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of her soaps are hot process. But I most definitely want you guys to go and check her out and give her support and love and hugs and kisses. Virtual, of course. And give her as much support as you guys give all the rest of the YouTubers out there and myself, because you guys are awesome like that. And I want us all to thrive here on YouTube and have beautiful, beautiful subscribers and viewers just like I do. So most definitely go and check her out. And I do believe it's Suds and Satin. Prue, I'm so sorry for mucking up the name of your company. But most definitely go and check her out. Because part of me kept saying you gave her a shout out already, but of course I would never be able to find which video I did. And I just said, well, whatever. Even if I did already, I'm going to do it again. Yes. Okay, so now we put the rest of teal in there. See, I got some uncolored soap base there, but it'll probably just add to it and give it a little bit of character. Yeah, okay. I think I might have it. I'm going to put all the rest of this teal down the middle. Because, you know, I've been on this kick where I kind of swirl it in and then do a little swirly on top. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, this fragrance is not like heavy. It's very light, but you can most certainly smell it. Like I don't have my nose pressed to the soap or anything, and I can definitely smell it from where I'm standing above it. But it is very pleasant. And it just kind of puts you in a calm state. Make you hungry a little bit too. Okay. I think that got it off. All right. I got one more tap to do, and then I'll be done. Okay. Okay. Now I just need a sweet. I have one, a chopstick. Do I want to do just all chopstick or spoon and chopstick? I don't know. Once again, this is where I wish you all were here, so you can tell me what the heck to do. Maybe I think I'll do spoon and chopstick after I clean off the spoon. Yeah. Well, that ain't working out too well. Let's do it this way. Yeah, okay, I like that. And I promise I will only do this one time on this side because the tail is like really showing up on top of the pink and it looks kind of awesome. See that? Isn't that cool? Okay, yeah, okay, I got it. I got it, guys. I got it. I said I wasn't going to do all my soaps like this on top, but somehow I always end up doing this over and over again. It's cool looking. So I guess if you find something kind of cool, roll with it, right? Okay. So I'm not going to do any more spoon. And I'm going to take my fine chopstick here, or skewer, not a chopstick, and do a little something on the top. I just want to get that mixed in a little bit more. And then I'm going to go down the other side. And then I do believe I'm going to put some glitter on it. Because even though I do like it, I just think it needs a little bit more. Okay. Alright. That's it. I think I should clean up the sides a little bit. Or not. No, I will. Okay. Because I was like, wait a minute, that might mess up my little design, but it's actually helping. So, I'll do this side too. Yeah, I actually gave it a little something. Okay, now the only thing is, I don't know what color glitter to use because I don't exactly have a peach glitter. And I do have a teal, but let's see. I was thinking to do this, and I know that's like not even close to the colors I'm using, but I do believe once I sprinkle it on, it's going to work. So I'm going to try a little bit. First, I need to take off these gloves because my hands are like super sweaty. Come on off. I can never get my gloves off like when I'm done making soap because my hands are always sweating. Ew, whatever. Okay. Whew. Yeah, it like this morning I got up and I didn't turn anything on. Jesus, I don't know. Never mind me, guys. I'm just all over the place today. But I opened the windows and I sleep with my bedroom window open sometimes. Like on hotter nights, but I got up this morning and opened all of the windows, especially in here, just because it gets a little humid sometimes and it makes my soap sweat. And it was freezing. I'm like, ooh, I should probably close that. But now, and I've been doing that off and on all day. Now I'm like roasting. Oh yeah, I'm glad I decided to try this. This is perfect. And I'm only going to put it down the middle. If I can get it to actually come off the spoon. Yeah, I do like the way this looks. It did a little it did exactly what I wanted it to do for this soap, like give it some pizzazz on the top. Most definitely. And this glitter, if you guys are interested in this glitter, I will tell you the name in a second as soon as I'm done, like covering my soap in it, like bathing my soap in it. I will tell you the name of it and where to get it from, which I'm sure you guys already know where to get it from. But I'll tell you anyway. So I just add just a little bit more on this end. Those little lighter handed on this end. Yeah, that's lovely. I do like the way that looks. And this soap is called Free. Although, now that I've made it, it doesn't look like a Free. But once I cut it, it may look like a Free. But I'm sticking with the name regardless because it holds meaning to me. Okay, so, oh, that totally reversed. I was supposed to put it on the soap, not pop it over here off to the side. Whatever. So this glitter is called Celestial Gold. And this you can find at Rustic Essentials. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, you can find that at Rustic Essentials. And they have like really cool glitter. So most definitely while you're there picking up your fragrance oils and your micas and all the other goodies that you may want, well, most definitely be sure to get yourself some glitters because they have really, really cool glitters. I'm trying to move this out of the way so I can show you guys up close my soap. I should probably clean the sides off. Yeah, let's do that without sticking the napkin on top of it. Okay, so this is my free soap. And that sounds so weird because it really sounds like I'm giving it away for free. Which I would love to, but then I'd be broke and I have to move in with you all. So, so yeah, this soap is called Free. So I'll give you a up close look at it. Isn't that pretty? I really do like the way that looks. I love the way it smells. And I'm like super excited to see what it's going to look like on the inside because this is my very first gradient soap. So once again, thank you for joining me. This is Kenny the Messy Soaper at Royal Appleberry. And if you did like this video, give us a thumbs up. And for those of you who are new and just watching my channel, please be sure to subscribe because I would love to have you come back again and again and again. I post videos weekly. I reply to your comments. Please do comment because I love talking to you all. And I reply to your comments once a week too, just because life happens and I would love to do it every day, but I'm sure you guys totally understand that. So that is it for now, and until next time, I love you, hugs and kisses. Mwah, mwah. So